This is the Roulette Master, and I can't wait to share with you this incredible roulette system today, sent in by one of my subscribers, Warren. He said this is consistently winning in the casino. I can't wait to share it with you, and he says it will take down Play Like a Pro system. So we're going to have a head-to-head matchup today, 15 minutes of play time each, and see which one wins. And I can't wait for it. Let's go ahead and get started with Play Like a Pro first. And let's go ahead, and it looks like we need to actually get one spin out of the way here before we get started, and then we'll set the timer. But he says his new system is fantastic, so I can't wait to see how it does against Play Like a Pro. So with Play Like a Pro, you need 2 to bet against, so we can go 19 to 36 since the last one was 1 to 18, or we can go red since the last 2 were black. So let's go ahead and let's go 19 to 36. The timer is set, and let's start Play Like a Pro. Here we go. All right, and that is a 2 black. And that's a loss, so we will put 20 now on 19 to 36. We're currently down $10. And with this, every time you do get a win, though, you pick up a unit of profit. And there you go. So now you can see we're up $10. And let's go red now since the last 4 numbers were black. If you haven't seen this before, the Play Like a Pro system, you have to have at least 2 of those 6 outside bets to bet against. And there's a loss. And so we're going to double the bet on red. And here we go. So the progression on this would be 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, 640. There's a loss again. And what this is doing with Play Like a Pro is giving you at least a 2 head start in the progression. And let's see if we can get a red number here, and we did. That's a 5 red. The nice thing about Play Like a Pro is when you do get a win, you always pick up another unit of profit. So now we're up 20. Let's go 19 to 36 for 10 since the last 2 are 1 to 18. So I hope that makes sense to you. And let's see what we get here. That's a 25 red, and I believe that's a win. So now we're currently up $30. Let's go even since the last 2 were odd. We also could have went black there, and we're a minute and a half in out of 15 minutes, the first part of this challenge, and that is a loss. So we're going to double the bet. Now we'll have $20 on even, and let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. But really can't wait for that new system today and see how it stacks up against this. Make sure you stick around for that. And there's a win, so we're going to pick a new bet. The last 2 are black, so let's go red for 10. We're currently up $40. So here we go. Starting out good. And let's see what we get here. That's a 23 red. And that's a win. So we're up 50 now. And I use this a lot in the casino. I really like it. And let me know what you think down in the comments of Play Like a Pro, though, as we go through here. And that's a 20 black, and that's a loss. So we will double the bet to 20 on 1 to 18 and spin again. We're 2.5 minutes in out of 15. Okay, so we lost that one. So after that loss, we'll need to double the bet there, and let's rebet and double. Okay, now we have a $40 total bet, and let's spin. We're 3 minutes and 20 seconds in out of 15. And that's a loss, so we will double the bet again. Now we have $80 on 1 to 18, and let's see if we can get a low number. Here we go. We did not. That's another loss. However, even though we lost at 80, think about it this way. If we hadn't started with the progression 2 ahead, we'd already be at 320. So, and now we're at 160. Let's go ahead and spin. And let's see what we get here. That's a 25 red. Okay, so now we're at 320. We would have already busted if we weren't playing Play Like a Pro. If we were just playing traditional martingale, we would have already lost our bankroll. And at least now we have another chance. So let's go ahead and double. Now we're at 640, and this is our last chance with a $1,300 bankroll. And we got it. That's a 15. All right, it's fantastic. So that's a really good example there of why you need a bankroll, which was $1,300. And if we hadn't used Play Like a Pro, if we had used traditional martingale, we would have just lost all of our bankroll there because we would have wouldn't have had a chance to place that last bet. And that's a 19 red there. So now we're going to go 19 to 36 for 10, and here we go. I don't know how many times I've hit it on that last bet. Occasionally you do bust on that one, but at least you have 2 more chances to do that when you're playing Play Like a Pro. And we're up 70, and let's go 1 to 18 since the last 2 there are 19 to 36. And here we go. Okay, that's a 7 red. Okay, and that's a win. We're up 80. Let's just, let's see. We'll need a new bet here, actually. Let's spin without betting and see if we can get 2 to bet against. Here we go. We're 5.5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 28 black. So we still need to spin one more time. That doesn't happen very often when you're using all 6 outside bets, but occasionally it does. That's a 21 red, so let's see what we can bet on now. We can go 1 to 18 for 10. Then we'll check our balance again, and make sure you stick around for the second part of this challenge. Warren says his new system is fantastic, so I can't wait to share it with you. Let's go ahead and double that. 1 to 18 for 20. And here we go. And that's a 34 red. Okay, we lost, so we're going to double that again. Now we have 40 on 1 to 18, but at least we have that 2 head start. And here we go. That's a 28 black. And that's another loss. So we're going to go to 80 and spin. But remember, actually, we would be at 320 now without the Play Like a Pro system. So that's an 18 red, and that's a win. So it just really helps you get a head start in that progression. We're up 90, and let's see. Let's go odd 410. And no matter how far you go down, as long as you don't lose your bankroll, you're picking up a unit when you get a win. That's a 20 black there. That's a loss, so let's double the bet. All right, we have 20 on odd now. We're 7 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 25 red. And that's a win. So let's go 1 to 18 now because the last 2 are 19 to 36. Then we'll check our balance again after that last win, and that's a 7 red, and that's another win. So you can see now we're up $110. Let's go, we can go black or even. Let's go black for 10. See if we can get a win on black. Here we go. That's a 30 red, that's a loss. Okay, so we'll double the bet. Now we'll have $20 on black, and we are 7.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 10 black. Okay, that's a win. So time for a new bet. We need to go odd because the last 2 are even. So let's spin on odd. Then we'll check our balance again. It's always good to keep track of that. And that is a loss. So we will double the bet on odd. Here we go. $20 total. And here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 29 black. Okay, we got the win. So now we can go red because the last 3 are black. So let's go red now. And here we go. That's another win. That's a 34 red. Fantastic. So now we're up $140. That was pretty quick. And let's go 1 to 18 and bet against those last 2 numbers that are 19 to 36. So here we go. And we got it. That's an 8 black. Fantastic. So now you can see we're up $150, and let's go ahead and bet $10 on odd. And Warren's new system is going to have its hands full on this one, but he says it's incredible. I can't wait to see it. So let's go ahead and double it. $20 on odd now. And let's see what we get here. That's a 3 red. And that's a win. So we can go black or 19 to 36. Let's go black for 10. You can see we're currently up $160. And here we go. That's a 14 red. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and double the bet and go to black. Here we go. Okay, that's a 28 black. That's a win. Fantastic. Let's go odd now since the last 2 are even. Always having 2 to bet against, and let's see what we get here. That's a 28 black. Okay, so we'll double the bet. Now we'll have 20 on odd, and we're almost 10 minutes in out of 15 with this one. That's a 25 red. That's a win, so we can have to go low now, 1 to 18. We're currently up $180. Just keep picking up those units of profit. And that is a 20 black. And that's a loss, so we'll double the bet on 1 to 18. And let's see what we get here. It is a 31 black. That's a loss, so we'll double again on 1 to 18. Now we have a $40 bet on 1 to 18. It would go 10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, 640. And that's another loss. And we're going to go to 80, but just remember that if we were not playing Play Like a Pro, we'd be at 320 right now. So that's pretty cool. And that's a 19 red. So now this would be our final bet if we weren't playing Play Like a Pro, but since we are, we're just at 160. So we still have plenty of chances to get the win. Here we go. And we got it. So that's a 16 red. So now we are currently up 190. And let's go black now for $10 and bet against those last three, which are red. And we're 11 minutes and 10 seconds in. That's a 3 red. And that's a loss, so we'll double the bet on black. We'll have $20 bet on black now. And here we go. That's a winner. That's a 28 black. So Play Like a Pro is clipping along. We're up $200, and let's spin without betting for the first time in a while because we don't have 2 to bet against. And here we go. That's a 15 black. And now we can go red. So let's go red for 10. And actually, when I was in the Bahamas on that cruise gambling, I actually played with some people that saw some of my videos, and they were actually doing 4. They were waiting for 4 in a row before they started their progression, and they were doing fantastic, but that takes a lot of patience. And but I met some really cool people on that cruise in the Bahamas, and that's a 36 red. All right, that's a win. And we're up 210 now. Let's go odd for 10 now. Here we go. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are going on any gambling cruises. And that's a loss. And you know me, I'm all about the food. So it's got to have good food if I'm going to go. And now we have a $20 total bet. We're 12 and a half minutes in now. And that's a loss with a 0. So we will double the bet on odd. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we'll have a $40 total bet on odd. And here we go. And we got the win. That's a 5 red. And let's go ahead and spin without betting because we have that 0 in the way. And we only have 2 minutes left in the first part of this this competition. That's a 20 black. So now we can we need to spin one more time because we don't have 2 to bet against. Also, let me know what kind of food you like on cruises, because I'm all about the food. Go ahead and do one more spin here. We don't have 2 to bet against. I actually like the Guy Fieri burger bar that's in a lot of them that almost never closes. And let's go ahead. We can go even or black now. Let's go black for 10. And here we go. We're up $220. And let's spin. And that's a loss. That's a 27 red. So we'll double the bet and spin again. All right. That is a 22 black. Okay, so we're up $230. Let's go 1 to 18 for 10 now. And spin. We have a minute left in the first part of the competition here. Here we go. That is a 13 black. And let's go ahead and spin on red now after those last 2 numbers that are black. That's a 36 red, and that's a win. And we're up 250. Let's go ahead and spin without betting. We don't have 2 to bet against. We have about 30 seconds left. And that's an 18 red. Okay, so we can go odd or we can go black. Let's go odd for 10. And a bunch of my friends actually got stuck in the airport this week. Hope you guys have better luck traveling. They're going to Vegas. I hope that doesn't happen when I go to Vegas next month. And there's nothing worse than getting trapped in an airport and having to sleep there. Let's go ahead and spin again because we need 2 to bet against. And actually, we just ran out of time. We're at 15 minutes. So we made $260 in 15 minutes with Play Like a Pro. So Warren's new system has its hands full. Let's see if it can make more than $260 in the next 15 minutes. I can't wait for it. He says it's incredible. Let's get to it. All right, it's time for Warren's roulette system. I can't wait to share it with you. And let's go ahead and place the bets first. And we're going to be placing $10 units on the last 12, the one that's been the longest since it's hit. So that's second 12. And we're going to put 10, 10, and 10 down there. That's a $30 bet. And the timer's set. Let's go ahead and spin. And I'm going to share with you this progression. That's a 7 red. So we're just going to repeat that bet on second 12. So let's go ahead and spin again on second 12. And let's see what we get. That's a 11 black. That's a loss. Okay, so all of those bets that were 10 are going to go to 20 now. So let's do that. And if you haven't noticed yet, the 16 through the 21 are jackpot numbers. So let's go ahead and try to hit those and see what we get here. That's a 7 red. Okay, that's a loss. So we had 20 on each. Now we're going to take the 20 plus the 10, just like Fibonacci 12, and we're going to have a $30 bet on each one of those. And let's go ahead and spin again. Let's see if we can get one of those jackpot numbers. Jackpot numbers are a lot of fun, and that is a 32 red. And that's another loss right out of the gate. So we're not doing well so far, but that's okay. That's why we have a $2,000 bankroll. But just remember, that's always a $200 bankroll if you use dollar units. So you can see temporarily we're down. And that last bet was 30 each. So now we take the 30 plus the 20, and we'll have a $50 bet on each one of those double streets. And man, if we hit one of those jackpot numbers, it's going to be awesome. That's a 21 red. And we did it. That's a $450 win. Wow, that was awesome. We're up $240 already. So now we're going to go to the one that's has been the longest since it's hit. That'll be first 12. And we'll go back to $10 each. And let's go ahead and spin. Man, that was a lot of fun to start. And now let's see what our new jackpot numbers are. And that's a 00 to start. We're just going to repeat that bet. And let's go ahead and spin again. Again, just like Fibonacci 12, if you lose the first one, you just repeat. And then after that, you add up the 2 previous bets to make the next bet. So we lost the first 2. So now we're going to take the 10s and make them all 20s. And here we go. And we're looking for a 4 to 9 jackpot number. Here we go. Let's see what we get. And that's a 25 red. Okay, that's a loss. So those 20s now are going to take 20 plus 10 for a $30 bet on first 12. And let's see if we can get a first 12 hit here. We did not. That's a 29 black. Okay, so those were at 30. Now we're going to add the 30 plus the 20. We're going to have 50 on each. All right, let's go ahead and spin. This is a 150 total bet. We're 3 minutes and 15 seconds in. And that's a 12 red. So that's not a jackpot win, but that gets us back in the game. So now we're going to switch it again. We're going to go to second 12. And we're going to go back to 10. Now, what you want to do, though, even though we're playing for the full 15 minutes, what you want to do is when you hit a jackpot number, cash out. And we've already done that. However, I'm going to play for the full 15 minutes for the contest here. And hopefully we get some more. That's an 8 black. And that's a loss. Let's repeat that bet and spin again. We're 4 minutes in out of 15. Okay, that's a 9 red. That's another loss. Okay, so now we will add the 10 plus 10 to get 20. Let's go ahead and spin here. And the reason you don't put this on the 12 is because then you wouldn't have jackpot numbers. And okay, so that was 20s. Now we're going to add the 20 plus the 10 for 30s. Okay, now we have a $90 total bet. We're 4.5 minutes in out of 15. Come on, jackpot numbers. And that's a 24 black. And that was not a jackpot number, but that's okay. So we're going to find a new bet. And it looks like we need to go to, looks like the last one to hit's the first 12 actually again. So we'll go back there. And we're just being patient, waiting for another jackpot. Obviously, like I said before, I would have cashed out after the first jackpot. But that's a 21 red there. And that's a loss, so we'll repeat that first 12 bet and spin. So there's a little bit of backtracking with this until you hit that. And that's okay. That keeps you from losing your bankroll. And now all of a sudden, now we're hitting all those numbers we wanted to hit on the last one, right? But now we'll take 10 plus 10 for 20. But that's why you need to be patient and have a $2,000 bankroll and be smart about it. And that's an 8 black. So that's a first 12 hit. And that's a jackpot. It's $180. Fantastic. So now we're back up 270. The only reason that one didn't pay more is because that was on our second bet of the same amount, I believe there. So now we're going to go to third 12. And just like Fibonacci 12, the farther you work your way up, the more risk you take, the more it pays out. So we're 6 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 17 black. Okay, so we'll repeat that bet on third 12 one more time here and see what we get. That's a 15 black. Okay, so now we'll add the 10 plus the 10 for a 20 on each. Now we have a $60 total bet, and let's spin. We're 6.5 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 20 black. We're getting lots of second 12s, but we haven't been betting on them. So now we're going to add the 20 plus 10 for 30 each. And just always adding up the two previous bets to make the next bet. Let's get a third 12 here. Oh, that's the first 12. That's okay. So now we're going to go 30 plus 20, the last two bets, to 50. And let's go ahead and spin. I would love one of those numbers. I think it's 25 through 28 on this one. Ooh, there's a 0 though. Ouch. Okay, so you can see on that last bet we had 50 on each, so we'll take 50 plus 30, now put 80 on each. All right, let's go ahead and spin with 80 on each now. We're 7 minutes and 13 seconds in. And that's a 35 black. Okay, that's a $240 win, but it's not a jackpot number, but it's time to reset. So now the longest since it's hit would be second 12. And of course, now once I move them to second 12, it'll probably hit third, right? But that's why we need patience and bankroll. So hopefully eventually the numbers start going our way more. That's a 9 red. That's a loss, so we'll repeat that bet on second 12. And here we go. That's another 9 red, back to back. So now we're going to go from 10 plus 10 is 20. And spend $60 total bet. We're 8 minutes and 6 seconds in now. Man, look at all these low numbers now. Wish I was over there. So now we'll take 20 plus 10 for 30. And let's check that last bet. It was 60. Now we're at 90 because we went up and added the last two bets together. Okay, and that's a 8 black. Okay, so they were at 30 each. Now we added 30 plus 20. Now they're 50 each. Okay, here we go. Let's spin. We're almost 9 minutes in out of 15. Let's get a win. That's 11 black. Man, I wish I was on first 12. Look at that. So now instead of 50, we're going to add 50 plus 30 to get to 80. And I hit the button too many times there. There we go. Okay, now we have 80 on each, and let's spin. This is why we have a $2,000 bankroll, for when we have rough spins like this, and that's a 23 red. That's not a jackpot, but we'll take the $240 win. It has set us back, but you know what? We're going to be patient until we get another jackpot. So now it looks like we're the last to hit would be third 12. And we still have plenty of time to get a good jackpot here. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. So there are small setbacks when you don't hit the jackpot. And look, now it's hitting second 12. So let's rebet third 12 now. Keep the bet the same. And let's hope we get a jackpot here before we finish. Oh my goodness, and there's a double zero. So now we will go from 10 to 20. We'll add 10 plus 10 to get to 20. And we'll have a $60 total bet. We're 10 minutes in out of 15. Still plenty of time. My goodness, and that was a zero. Ouch. Okay, so we're going to, they're going from 20 plus 10 to 30. All right, here we go. Let's get a jackpot number. That's a 25 red. It's not a jackpot number. So we need to keep going here. The longest since it's hit now would be first 12. But we're going to be patient, and let's go ahead and spin here. We still have about 4.5 minutes left to hit a good jackpot. That's a 17 black. So we'll repeat that bet on first 12. Here we go. And that's a 17 black, so we're going to add 10 plus 10. Now we have 20 on each. All right, let's go ahead and spin. And that's now it's hitting third 12. You see that? So now we're going to go 20 plus 10 is 30. That's why you have to wait and be patient until things start going your way. The only way to do that is to have a bankroll. And we have 30 on each now, and that's a 6 black. And we finally hit a jackpot number. Look at that, $270 win. We're back up 150. So that wasn't as big as the last jackpot, but still pretty awesome. And it looks like the last to hit now would be second 12. Let's see if we can hit another one. Let's go ahead and spin on second 12 with 10 each. And that's a 21 red. That's another jackpot. So, all right, now see, if you're patient and you have bankroll, things might turn around. We're up 240 now, and looks like we'll be on third 12. All right, let's go ahead and spin, see if things start going our way more. And that's a 10 black. And that's a loss, so we'll repeat that bet on third 12. And here we go. That's a 22 black. Now it's hitting where we were just at, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to go from 10 to 20. Now we're going to add 10 plus 10. Now we have a $60 total bet, and we're 12.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 12 red. Okay, so now we're going to add the 20 plus the 10. Now we'll have 30 on each. Okay, so $90 total bet now. We're 13 minutes in out of 15. That's a 24 black. So it's been a while since we've hit a third 12. I think it was that 35 down there. So that happens, though. That's why we're playing with this progression. And we're going to add 30 plus 20 for 50 now on each. All right, let's spin and see if we can get a jackpot number. And that's a 30 red. And that is a jackpot. Look at that, $450 win. We're at $480 now. We just had to be patient. And man, he's right, it paid off. And let's go to first 12 now for 10 each. Wow. That was awesome. So we just had to wait for our moment. Just like normal Fibonacci 12, it pays more the more you go down. And when you have jackpot numbers, that is multiplied as well. And that was a 4, so that was a jackpot number on the first spin there as well. We're up $570. Wow, things are turning around for us now, and that was incredible. So let's make sure those bets are right. I accidentally put an extra one on that 16-19 double street. There we go. Let's go ahead and spin. And we're 14 minutes in, just have under a minute left here. And that's a 1 red. Okay, that's a loss, so we'll repeat that bet on second 12 for the second time. Here we go. That's a 25 red. Okay, so now after that loss, we will add 10 plus 10, 20 each. All right, we're going to go ahead and spin again. See if we can hit a second 12. And that's a third 12. Okay, so now we're going to have 20 plus 10 is 30 on each. Let's go ahead and spin again. And actually, this is our last spin as the time is out. So that's a 34 red. And that's a loss. So we still ended up making $360 profit with Warren's new roulette system. So that was a complete success. It just took patience and bankroll to get it done. But I tell you what, those jackpot numbers are a lot of fun. And I really like the Fibonacci sequence of adding up the 2 previous bets to get the next bet. Just like you would if you were on a entire first, second, or third 12. The difference here is that there's jackpot numbers, and when you hit one, especially later in the progression, it's time to cash out. So that was really a lot of fun. We won $360, and Warren's new system was victorious today. So I hope you really enjoyed it. And also I wanted to let you guys know I have videos out on TikTok now, and there's some low roller strategies over there as well. So you might get over there and check that out if you're on that platform. And really appreciate everyone's support. Please keep sending your videos to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Let me know which system you would like yours to go up against, and that would be fantastic. That's what keeps the channel going. It's all because of you guys, and I really appreciate it. And this is just a great community. Let's keep it growing and see how big we can get this community, because the chat is just amazing, and you guys help each other out. I think it's wonderful. And I just feel very lucky to have such great people in this community. Again, thanks, Warren, for sending this one in that was victorious today. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.